Welcome to Motherhood, the challenges and triumphs.
It's Apostle Dr. Key. I'm a spiritual midwife.
I'm Tiffany, minister, doula, intercessor, and we are both survivors of children 3 under 3.
3 under 3. And we're not quite sure how that happened, but we figured God must have had a sense of humor.
I don't know what she's talking about. We do know how it happened. We even prayed for it to happen. I just think we didn't
think it was gonna happen like
we
that.
didn't ask for it to happen as rapidly as it did.
Back to back like that. We didn't even catch a break.
However, I
really
the truth is, I know how she got because my 3 under 3 was first, and so her prayer was for the Lord not to do her how he did me.
Please.
You have to really be careful what you pay for, because the way that thing backfired,
he made an example out of me. God, he made an example out of me.
She got the very thing she didn't ask, so she got.
Okay. Because it took me 10 years to conceive, right? And so in my 10 years of trying to conceive, God was just prepping me and preparing me. I even wrote this book, The Will of Woman, 40 Days of Prayer for the Womb. And God just began to deal with me so that I could have this miracle. Miracles take time, but in the waiting of taking time, you have to prepare. And so the book talks about generational curses, bloodline inheritances. It talks about forgiveness, people pleasing, just things that our diet, our exercise, things that prevent us from actually conceiving. So as a spiritual midwife, it is my responsibility to diagnose that thing that prevents you from conceiving, because when there is a fertility issue, it's not always natural. Oftentimes there is a spiritual component to it. And so I go in, we get to the root of it, we get to the stem of it, and we wrap up. I'd have a baby.
Okay. And so for me, though it didn't take me as long, my journey proved that there's some difficulties you'll face, some growing that you have to do with your children that really would have went a little smoother had you prepared and grown in that area, more specifically spiritually, before they get here. And so sometimes we rush, we put our feet ahead. Literally, I was on my way to starting to take some pills from the fertility clinic, and I got pregnant. But the kids that the good Lord chose to send me, we know these kids these days are a little different. I was like, hey,
pandemic babies.
Hey, I don't know if I was ready. I thought I was ready. I assure you that I was not ready. I had it planned out in my head. I'm talking about, I'm a planner. You're talking about a person that used to battle with control. I had when we were supposed to get married, when baby number 1 was coming, when baby number 2 was coming. All of that. No, none of that went how I had it in my mind. And so the kids that he gave me, being able to navigate them, it's 3 of them, but I feel like it's 15. All of their different personalities, all of their different learning styles, it's a lot. And so it is so much better to be somewhere spiritually so that you're able to more smoothly navigate the whole parenting process. Because the truth is, we'll never be all the way prepared, right? We don't know what type of child is coming or any of that. But when you have a foundation, when you're solid in God, when you already have an active prayer life, when you're able to let him lead and guide you beforehand, it absolutely makes things a lot easier.
And with Minister Tiff being a doula and a NICU nurse, we encompass the whole process. She is a NICU nurse. We encompass the whole spectrum of motherhood, from conception to postpartum.
For sure. We will, and as a doula, I am a doula, but more specifically a postpartum doula, because we can get the baby here. But if you get the baby here and you don't know what to do after that, you don't know how to sustain yourself mentally, naturally, or spiritually, then Houston, we have a problem. And so my job will be to help you sustain the gift that God has given you. Making sure we don't fall through the cracks. How do I know? How can I help you with postpartum depression? Oh, baby, because I've been there. I've been there. And so it wasn't until after that I know I had to go through that darkness, through that fire by myself, because nobody knew, that now I can tell you right? We can sit down at some point. We can sit down and we can have workshops, even with the husband, so that they can keep an eye out, know what to look for. It doesn't show up the same as everybody. It's not subtle. Some people's is drastic. But just being able to pay attention to the signs and pick up on things so that mothers do have the mental, spiritual, and natural support that they need.
Absolutely. And so last year, we worked with multiple mothers or women in waiting, women who were trying to conceive, and about 6 of them conceived and had babies last year. And so their issues ranged from tumors, there was low sperm count. We deal with the husbands as well. You cannot have a baby without the spouse, right? Low sperm count, miscarriages, some who had never been pregnant, have been married for years with no babies coming. And so they did the work. They got the book. You can get it on Amazon. It's called The Willow Woman. You can get it on Amazon. And so the journal just walks you through the whole process. And then we help, even in counseling. I have a doctorate in ministry, in divinity. And so I'm also a Christian counselor. So we get to the root of that thing that is preventing you from conceiving. And once God does that thing, the doula steps in.
Listen, so that we can keep ourselves and those kids alive and not lose our natural born minds. Like I said, these kids are different. So balance is important, right? Relationships are important. We are trying to raise a set of kids with methods that don't work no more. Right? These some different kids. And the quicker we face that these kids is different and that what used to work is not going to work on them, when we can identify that some stuff is just spiritual. What we used to get whooped, you're not going to be able to beat it out of them. It's not going to happen.
And one thing I'm looking at my kids. So my kids are a little younger than Tips. They're 2, 3, and 4.
Where we at? I'm 7, 6, and 4.
Keep me lifted, okay? And so I'm watching the bloodline show up in my kids. I'm watching generational curses from second and third cousins show up in my kids. And I'm like, my daughter, I only have one. She looks like my second and third cousins. And I'm like, how we pulling genes all the way? And so we're watching it live and in action, And so it's just really important to have someone around you, have people around you that understand, that can comprehend, that can empathize, and that can push you though, right? Because had we known Tiff was dealing with postpartum, I've known Tiff over 20 years. I didn't have any kids yet. So, she started pushing them out. When I hit kid 1, she was already... She was almost about to hit kid number 3. She called out, why you tell me I was pregnant? I'm sorry, wait, what? Because I saw that she was going to have another baby. He was just a little bit earlier than what God showed me he was coming. But I'm like, her baby was 2 months old when I was like, another baby is coming. And so you just want to have
the ghetto.
We kept an eye on her though after that second one. We like somebody watch her. Somebody.
I had all the antennas in. People was popping up. They didn't tell me the years. I'm like, yeah, we was popping up at your house because we was nervous.
We was concerned.
You was nervous. I had a 4-month-old and I was pregnant again. And that first pregnancy, I was sick for 30 straight weeks. Oh, y'all was nervous, huh? Is that what you were? As y'all should have been.
And we're gonna talk about even the disappointment of delivery, right? Her water breaks. She's in labor for a little while. She never dilates. Still has to have a C-section. I'm like, C-section me. They was breech. See, hey, we ain't even gotta try to figure it out. Just go ahead and slice me open. Let's be done with this.
It's crazy. I argue with them people every time. I am gonna still try for a natural birth. I don't care nothing about what y'all talking about. And so I didn't get my doula certification until after my 3rd child, right? Because I'm like, ain't no way y'all gonna keep cutting on folks like this. This is crazy. Why she volunteering to raise? No. We not raising our hands for no C-sections.
Well, because I also had a miscarriage in between the babies. I kept first of all, I got a divorce, right? And so I got remarried 6 months after my divorce because God was like, a baby's coming. I'm like, yeah, God, you've been talking to me about a baby for a long time. Well, baby, I had a menstrual cycle. I got married. I didn't have any more menstrual cycles after that. I got pregnant 3 weeks after I got married, and we kept having babies every 5 to 7 months after the baby was born. Like, it was crazy. But that miscarriage, I miscarried that baby for 3 days before she came out. Yeah, I already had delivery. I knew what it felt like already. I'm like, oh, this is stupid and it's dumb. I would never just go ahead, give me that little medicine in my back, slice me open, get the baby out, and sew me back up.
She crazy. Cause no.
Child.
Her recoveries, like we're gonna talk about recoveries too. Her recoveries were faster.
Quick.
That first baby,
I prayed on it.
I was back. That second and third, that second baby, my incision got infected twice.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Cause I'm a nurse, right? I was still working. I worked all the way up with that first one. They talking about 8 weeks. No, I went well beyond that healing wise with each child. I'm like, who's signing up? Not me.
The second week, baby, I was back on my feet. Every baby. I prayed for it. I said, God, give me expedited healing. Listen, you cannot.
Listen, that just wasn't my portion. It wasn't my portion. I had to sit in it and breastfeed.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about breastfeeding.
We're gonna do breastfeeding too.
Because she's gonna do lactation consulting too. Because listen, we really just came to introduce ourselves today, okay? So we're not even gonna belabor the time. We're not gonna hold y'all because we have so much to give y'all, and we're gonna bring people in. We're gonna bring other experts in. We're gonna bring other mothers in. We're gonna bring different perspectives in, and we might even bring these husbands in. But baby, Cause listen, God's still working on. They something else. They woo child. But we believe in being real and honest, and that's what we want to give you guys. We want to give you guys transparency to the utmost. And so, if you desire to reach out or contact us, definitely you can reach us at the mom in me 247 at gmail.com.
All right, y'all. So like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. Any questions, you can send them. Any topics, you can send them. This is a safe space, right?
Absolutely.
And we're just here to pour everything into y'all so that we all can get through the next level and survive motherhood. Because it's a journey.
We survive.
Surviving. We ain't done. We ain't done yet. Help us, Lord.
In Jesus' name. Amen.